Use the glasses for advantage. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
22.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, and now some space to operate. The truck, Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 50 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 18. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now it's Carson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Vanette from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Out to kick is Janikowski.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 60 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Foot left. Let's go, 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, and it's 3rd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
19.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Wilson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Get up!
On third down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Frank Clark in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 10 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Deion Jones in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and And he goes down once more. Deion Jones in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He goes underneath to Freeman. Dancing away at the 30. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Hey, express! Go!
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
20.
From the gun on third down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Carson, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here's Wilson to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keep.
Nothing on that beat.
Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money, I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still spin the polies. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros.
Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm a
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And he is out of bounds here. On the return.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. We're good. Shout.
On first down, it's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 79 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because Nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's got this down to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give it. A couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Gun. Ready to go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff now looks to throw.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. It's
a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Falcons are in for 6. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Tiger.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's letting it. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 61 yards. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here now come the Falcons. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And now running right through it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. Brandon Cooks, 30, past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 89 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Gun, gun, gun. 11. Ready. Back 25.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jones has it over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Tuesday.
On first down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Dante Fowler coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
20.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ryan now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Throwing again, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw is Ryan. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Gone. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
76, tell him. 76. 76. We're good. We're good. DC.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
DC.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ryan. Jones has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
17.
Goff on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Orange. Up, 180. Shell.
Out of the gun, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Goff on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Woods the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Again, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Freeman. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ryan on first down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Ryan now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw again is Ryan. It's complete. Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in, and the Falcons will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They try and run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer.
It got his man complete. Goff finding Cooks on a big play.